there, the Crafty Puerto Rican here. If you don't know me, my name is Juana Luisa, and I am the Crafty Puerto Rican. So if you are new, welcome, welcome. So today I'm going to be working on sublimation. I need to do some samples for my shop, my Etsy shop, Juana Luisa Creations. And I'm going to take this opportunity to explain you step by step the process of how I do it. And for those people who maybe have questions because they have never done sublimation, just pay attention because I'm going to give you a lot of tips on it. So I'm going to bring you in. I'm going to start with going into the laptop to tell you the steps that I do to get ready for sublimation. See you in a little bit. So we are in the laptop. I'm going to show you how I get my design from. Like on the last video that I was showing you how to get the design for the sublimation cups, and I went to Silhouette Studio. So that's what we're gonna do on this case. Also, I'm gonna go to Silhouette Studio. I had the free version because I do not use it for cutting or anything like that. I only use it for to do my designs. Okay, so Silhouette Studio is up there. So I'm gonna click it. It's opening right now. Here I'm gonna go to library, all the way on the right corner right here. I'm gonna click it, and on my library I'm gonna look for all my designs, and this one right here in the corner, I printed that one. So those are the ones I'm gonna be working for my samples. And let me see, I think I have additional ones. So if you have never worked with Silhouette Studio before, and it's the first time that you are using it, all you have to do is you're gonna open it up. It's gonna appear like that with a white piece of paper and all that. And all you have to do is go to your file, and it has an icon of the file right here. You're gonna click it, and it's gonna open up your files, and you pick up what you want. Okay, I already picked it up. I'm gonna pick one in random just to show you. Okay, let me pick up this one. And it always opened real big. You see how it came out? It always opened real big. So all you had to do, like I explained on the other video, is just either doing it manually and closing it up, you know, like any other software that you have to pinch it in the corner up here and just bring it down like that. You can do that, or you can go here on the numbers and just work with the width and the height and make it smaller. Depending on how big it is, I use either method. Sometimes I either put it in the middle like that, and I make the design smaller by the negative or the plus. Right here you have plus and negative magnifier glass. I just put negative and make it smaller like that. Once I do that, it's easier to manipulate and make it smaller. In this case, I'm gonna pinch it again here, make it real tiny like that, put it in the middle, make it big again in the magnifier glass, go up in the magnifier glass right here, click the plus, make it bigger again. And now it's easier for me to, you know, get it at the size that I want by pinching it in the corners or on the sides. And I'm not going to explain you how to use Silhouette Studio because, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't use it that much. This is all I do to get my designs, my sublimation signs to my shirts or my mugs or whatever. Choose the size that I want it. Like if it's a kid, you choose whatever width and how you want. Let's say that this is what I want, 6 inches wide by 5 and almost 6 inches height, wide and height, which is not. Oh, because I already, you know, I make a different size depending on the size of the shirt. But let's say this is the size that I want it. I go to print right here. It's a printing icon. You just hit print like any other software that you have a print. You click print, and it's gonna give you the print right here. It's gonna show you print. You're gonna hit that print right here, and it's gonna show you your computer, your printer. You choose whatever printer you're gonna use, and you go to your preferences of the size of the paper. It give you a letter size. It give you 11 by 17, and it give you 13 by 19, which is A4 or A3. This is how I get my designs. Okay, printed. Let's go back to main. Let's say that you found your paper. It's not letter size. I say that I'm gonna do it. It shows the A4, which is a regular letter size. In Silhouette Studio, for some reason, it just like using the A4 option as opposed to the letter option. I have tried letter option. Sometimes the printer doesn't recognize it. And I have an Epson 15,000 and an Epson 2720. They don't recognize the letter side. They do recognize A4. So that's what I pick. So let's say I put A4. You're going to go on the bottom, say OK. All right? And then you're going to choose your printer. You choose your printer by rolling up and down in this area right here. You see? That one is my my new regular for regular use printer, which is another Ecotana I just got. And then these are the two sublimation options that I have right here. Okay, so in this case, I'm just telling you how it goes. I'm not really printing anything, but I would pick, because it's a small design, I would use my small sublimation printer that it prints 8.5 by 11. I will not use the 15,000 because I'm not going to waste sublimation paper size 11 by 17. It's expensive, so I only use that size if I'm going to do multiple in one paper or a big design for an adult size shirt. But let's say I pick sublimation 27 and then I hit print down here, which I'm not going to hit it, like I said, because I'm already printed out. That's how easy it is. This software, I use it is for sublimation, to print my sublimation and manipulate sizes, add up, kind of add up text if I want to, a name for somebody if you want to personalize it. You can merge two designs together. I mean, it's a whole thing that you can learn. But like I said, this tutorial is not about showing you how to do things in this software. All I wanted to show you is how I print my designs from this software. In case you want to get into sublimation, if you haven't done it yet, you can consider that, because you cannot print. I mean, you can use Cricut. If you have a Cricut, you can print from there, but be in mind that you're gonna only be able to print this size of designs. Actually, even smaller. I think it's 9 inches by 6 something. So anyway, that's the explanation that I have for how to do your sublimation printing out your sublimation using Silhouette Studio, which is a free version. I don't pay for it, it's for free, okay? So let's go to the process of sublimating the shirts. So now we're gonna go and start sublimation. I'm hitting the heat press now. So I'm waiting to come to temperature to 400, it's 389 right now. And this is the shirt that I'm gonna try. It's a sublimation shirt and it's from AJ Blanks. And it's 100% polyester. This is a size 2T. Very nice. I described it, I think, before. Nice and thick. So I'm going to try how it sublimates. I ordered a sample of 5 of them. Different sizes, like 2, 3, 3, 40, and 5. Just to use as samples and try them. When I received them, I liked them so much that I went ahead and I ordered more. And this morning I received the bag with more of them. Because I like what I saw on the first shipment. So this time I ordered also boys. So I'm going to show you the boys. I haven't opened it that yet. Because I have some boys designs that I want to do for Easter. So yeah. So this time I went all the way to size 6 on girls, and these are the boys. I'm going to open a boy so that you can see. Yeah, boys I went all the way to size 8. From 2T to size 8. Yeah, so let me get a boy sample out. I'm going to open a size 2T. And these are boys, but really, I mean, it's like unisex. If you don't like the ruffle on the bottom, if you like more of a regular shirt instead of the puff shirt, most people prefer the puff for girls, but you don't have to have the puff. You can have a boy shirt and use it. Because at this age, it doesn't really make a difference. The sizes is the same sizes. It's more like a unisex size, like 2, 3, 4, 3, it's the same thing for girls or for boys. Okay. So this is the boys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sacrifice. No, I'm gonna use one of these for sample. I mean, I don't like using when I do my samples for my Etsy shop. When I Lisa Creations, I like having a real shirt, either embroidered or sublimated. I don't like doing mock-ups. I mean, you can tell. No matter how good the mock-up is, you can tell that that's not the real thing. And I'd rather use one sample and put it on my shop so people can see, that this is a real thing. And then the other ones, then I do pieces of fabric like this. And then after I embroider or after I sublimate on them, then I fold them like a shirt. But at least they have one sample, one that is a real thing. That's what I usually do. Some people like the mock-ups, which is it's okay, you know. I mean, you feel comfortable doing mock-ups. And me as a customer, I would like to see the real thing on a shirt. Me as a customer, but that's personal choice. That's my choice. We are at 400 already, so I'm gonna get you closer to the action. So I also received some embroidery bobbin, magnetic bobbin from Madeira, because they are hard. The one brand that I like using, I like both Madeira and Magna Glide, which I buy usually at Amazon. They're out all over, not only in Amazon, in all Stitch, everywhere you cannot find them. So I ordered the Madeira brand, which I have had before because my Ricoma embroidery machine multi-needle, they came with Madeira samples, bobbins, and I really like them a lot. This brand. So anywho, let me put them away. So so this is the design that I'm going to be using. One of them, I had more than one that I plan to do. These ones right here already pre-cutted. I printed all of these ones. They're all Eastern sample, and I might do some birthday samples also. So yeah, these are the ones that I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna start with the girl design. For the boy, I'm gonna be doing this right here. But I'm gonna start with the girls first, and I'm blocking, and I know I'm blocking, but it's difficult. Let me see if I can put the camera this way. Yeah, I think this is the best way. Yeah, and then I try not to block you, okay? So I'm gonna start, and for those who have never done sublimation before, in order for you to do sublimation, for the most part, you need to have a polyester shirt with a content of 60% or more of polyester. It's best if it's 100%. It needs to be a light color, most preferable white. You can do light pink, you can do lighter colors, but the best is white. I've done light pink, I have done light gray, and they come excellent. They come real nice too. But most people prefer the white. Okay, you have to take the lint roller. It's a sticky, lint roller, because any little debris, any little dust that you would leave on the garment is gonna show on the shirt as a blue spots. So you have to make sure that the garment is, the most free of dust. Any garment, everything, no matter any garment, you don't see anything, but I wish you could see this. It's full of dust, and at the naked eye you cannot see it, but when you roll it, the dust came out. Believe me, it comes out. It does. So you have to roll it many times until you see that the roller comes out, without debris, dust, pieces of hair, whatever. Especially if you have it out laying on the counter, for a little while without being covered, you need to roll it. Okay. All right. And I'm just talking out for the people, for those who doesn't know what sublimation is. So if you know it, I'm sorry if I had to repeat it, but I just want to make sure that the people who doesn't know and learning that they know. And then we have to use butcher paper. And then you have to put a piece of butcher paper in between the shirt so that the ink doesn't transfer to the back. All right? It's very, very, very important. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to put a piece of butcher paper inside the shirt just to protect the shirt, like I told you before. This is a tiny shirt, so I'm going to cut it in half. And I get the butcher paper in a big roll from Amazon, but they sell it in other places. Some people tell me that Sam's Club has them. I don't have a Sam's Club membership anymore. But I get mine from Amazon. And then you put it in between. Okay? I keep looking at the camera, making sure that I have a good shot, because sometimes I start filming, and then after I finish, I realized that the camera was completely off focus. But the camera was not, you know, in the right place for you to see everything I'm doing. So it's in between right here, nice. And then I am not, if it would be like a cotton shirt and I want to see a center, I would probably will iron it in the middle. But because this is polyester and I don't want the line to stay there for a long time, I don't do that with polyester shirts. I measure some, I use this to measure the center. So I use these templates that come in different sizes. They come in adult, they come in infant, youth, and toddler. This is a toddler shirt. This is made out of plastic. They have a lot of different ones. If you go to Amazon, and they're very inexpensive. This is what I like to use to get the center on this kind of shirt that I don't want to make a line in the middle. So I just place it in the neck like this. Okay. Make sure that it's in the same height on both sides. And then that's how I measure the center. And then this is the design that I'm going to be using. And you might ask, why is it that I keep ripping it around? Because when you leave the paper with a natural square edge and you iron it in the polyester shirt, sometimes the line gets embedded on the fabric and it's difficult to take out. The indentation from the paper, it makes the line, and you see like the square, and that's because of the pressure of the press. You're pressing it down, and I don't want that. So somebody ingeniously discovered that when you jack it like that, it doesn't happen as often, and it's better. So since I tried it, and it does work. Because before it happened to me that when I just leave the piece of paper in there, you will see the square of the line. You will see the line of the square of the paper. So this is just a sample. That's how I measure it. I use this little ruler and I measure from one corner of the design to the other corner of the design to the outer part, like here, for example. So it's almost there. It's 2.5 here, so I'm just gonna move it a little bit more this way. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, right there. Usually 2 fingers is what is for kids, toddler sizes. 3 to 4 for adults, from the neck, and this looks good right now. And I'm using, of course, the heat-resistant tape. This one is a Cricut brand. I have used some other Amazon's brand. The last one that I bought from Amazon was bad. It gets sticking into the roll. It will not roll, it will break. So I threw it away, and I replaced it with Cricut. And yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but I think, it's very good. It's a very good tape. All right, so now I'm gonna place it into the press. I'm gonna move you around. I'm gonna be moving you around, so I'm sorry about that. When you place it in the press, first of all, be careful. I'm gonna wear my gloves because I have burned my knuckles many times. With this tiny shirt, I'm gonna be manipulating more. I don't want no more burned knuckles. So this is our heat-resistant gloves. This is my first kit shirt that I do in sublimation. So that was good. And then I'm gonna cover it with another piece of butcher paper. And the butcher paper, what it does is that it prevents from the sublimation ink to because if a gas is a gas and it just floats to get into my heat press, it will stay there for a long time, and then it will mess up the rest of my garments. So this is just to protect the heat press. All right, so I'm gonna press it down. You see, this is my question. This also is a problem right here because it prevents from the press to press all the way down. So I don't know if it's better. I think I prefer to do it the other way and keep the ruffles away from the bottom. You know, it's more bulkier, and just leave the shirt like that. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. In another circumstance that this will not be here, I will just put this away. But this ruffle is thick, and I want the platen to be as much pressure in the shirt. And remember, this is my first time doing sublimation on a kids shirt and with this style of the ruffles. I usually do like just regular t-shirts on adults. So okay, so there goes nothing, people. See what happened, and then it's gonna be there for 60 seconds. These are the ones, of course, these designs are mirrored. It needs to be mirrored in order to work. All right. And these are the ones that I'm going to be working on the samples fabric that I cut up. I'm not going to do only that the one shirt. The rest are going to be samples. This is the fabric that I cut off in pieces already. It's 100% polyester. These ones in Walmart, they were on a roll. It was like 4 yards for, I think it was $4. Let me see. I have that in here. Yeah, 4 yards for $4, and it says 100% polyester. What I'm gonna do now is take the design. This paper, we get rid of it. We don't reuse them. None of them. We don't reuse the one inside. We don't reuse the one on the top because it's already, you know, marked with. It has already the sublimation ink on it, and you don't want to reuse it. I use this to lift up. It's very hot. Oh my goodness, they came out amazing. That's all I have to say. Look at that. Look at those color, people. So definitely, I'm glad that I ordered more shirts for my shop, because for my Etsy shop, because look, it's beautiful. It came out amazing. Wow. So remember, this is AJ Blanks, and you can just go to ajblanks.com. They have regular shirts, 100% cotton, and they have the sublimation shirts. Oof, it's hot, people. Let me put my gloves because it's very hot. So now I'm going to be doing the boy shirt. Look at how pretty. Just to see the color. This is just amazing. You see, and these results, it's like this for when it's 100% polyester. You can get maybe an 80%, but I mean, if you want the best result, try to find a shirt that is 100%. So I'm gonna be working on the boy's shirt now, okay? So we're gonna be doing the same process on the boy, and then after I do the boy shirt, I'm gonna be working on my samples. I'm not gonna be talking. You can be watching me because yeah, I need to do a lot of samples. The paper. Make sure that it's nice and flat. We're gonna look for the center. It has to be approximate. It doesn't have to be exact, you know. I'm gonna keep taking as much as I can from here. So the printer that I used to print this on design, I used both my sublimation printers. I've showed them before, the 2720 and the 15,000. That one prints up to 13 by 19. This one prints up to 8 by 11. So I use this for large prints for adults or multiple print outs in one page. And then I use this for like this kind of children, unless it's only one single design. But if I have multiple children design, I'm going to use that one because I can get away with maybe 2 in one page. And that way I save on sublimation paper, which is not cheap. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Two and a half. In place, it looks straight to me. Okay, so I'm going to move you around. So you can see the action. With the boy, I can afford to put the neck away, out, and still the design is in place. Fussy. All right, so now I'm gonna put some butcher paper on the top. This is kind of too narrow. That's better. Okay. There we go. So if you don't have a press, a big press, if that one is a 15 by 15, you can use Cricut Easy Press to do it. You can use this. This one is a 12 by 9, and this one is, I believe it's a 9 by something. I don't remember. 9, but I don't remember. This one is the one who follows this one. For you to use, because this one goes all the way to 400, so you can use it. Now, if you use this, you cannot do any design that is bigger than 12 inches wide by 9 long, because you need to cover all the design with big pressure to do it. And yeah, but you can do this kind of designs which are smaller, and any of them. All right. Now you have to make sure that when you use it, you have to press real hard. I mean, the whole time, the whole 60 seconds, you have to keep up pressing down, because what it needs is pressure. That's what it needs. Okay. So this is ready. It's very hot. And this one was perfect. See? Taking it out, but this one came perfect. Look at how beautiful. Ooh, this shirt is hot. need to put my gloves on, people, because it's very hot. Look at the colors. It's beautiful. Pretty. This is the same brand of sublimation shirt, AJ Blanks. I love this design. And I'm glad that I did the font in green to match the design instead of black. So yeah, so now I'm gonna keep going, people. So the rest ones that I'm doing are on this kind of fabric. I'm not gonna using any more shirts. So for this one, I'm gonna be placing a paper on the bottom to protect my platen. Okay, and actually this is just for shirt size inside. I'd rather do a big one just to be in the safe side. And then I'm gonna paste this fabric. This fabric, like I said before, is 100% polyester, and it has the it has a texture of a t-shirt, which is perfect. It doesn't feel polyester at all. Okay. And when I bought this fabric, I have done this sample before. This fabric, look at how pretty the colors. You see? And it feels like a t-shirt. Look at the texture. Like I said, I found this randomly. One day I was at Walmart, I wasn't even looking for it. And yeah. 4 yards for $4, like $1 a yard. Cannot, cannot beat that price. I'm sure that if I go back to get that one again, I'm not gonna find it, because that was like the only roll they had. So I plan to fold it to take pictures like this. That's the way I plan to take pictures. Of course, better looking, but yeah, like that. That's how I fold it to take pictures, and that way I don't have to use another shirt. Okay. You're gonna see me moving the camera around because I want to give you a nice shot. So people, this place here is a sauna. That heat press, and I am in the lower part of my home, which is very cold all the time, no matter if the heater is on, and I am sweating. So I am sweating. Hallelujah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Look at how pretty, people. Look at the colors. All right. Very nice. I like it. Very nice. So fast. And I love it. I mean, I love embroidery a lot, but sublimation process makes things so easy. It's so fast. You can. I have done 4 shirts in no time. Let me do this again. So I have done 4 shirts in no time. Yeah. So I'm gonna continue. You're not gonna see me talking, okay? This one is the same one I did, I showed you earlier, but I decided to make it a little bit bigger. So I repeated this design, just a little bit bigger and more centered to the blank. It was too on the top side and I couldn't fold it properly. So yeah, so I decided to do it again. But colors are beautiful, people. Gorgeous. So we are done with this part of sublimation, and I'll see you in a little bit, okay? I'm just gonna turn off the heat press. Always make sure that you turn off your heat press and you unplug it from the wall, okay? See you in a little bit. So these are the samples that I just finished. I fold them and they will be next photograph and they will be posted in my Etsy shop. They came out real nice, all sublimation, people. You see how I did the two shirts first, because like I said before, I like to have like the actual item that I'm selling for people to see how they look like, and then that can refer to the others. If they look at this one, they can refer to this one to see what the items are. But then I will post this on my Etsy shop because that way I don't waste shirts, because I mean they're costly. I mean they're not expensive, but if you do it to every item, then where are your profit? You're not gonna have any profit. So I think they came out real nice. Love the colors. Look at that. Amazing colors. Look. Colors are popping. On this one I decided to keep a simple font. And then these are the other ones that I did. Big Sister, Too Sweet, Sweet One, and Forever Sweet. So guys, this is the end of the video tutorial. If you have any questions on sublimation or any other craft that I do in this channel, put those into the description box below and I will be glad to answer your questions. And for those who are new, if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. You're gonna get nice content in sublimation, embroidery, heat transfer vinyl, and sewing. And so for those who are already subscribed, thank you for supporting this channel. Don't forget to give me the thumb up. And if you are new, remember, subscribe. I will see you soon. See you later. Bye-bye. Hasta luego.